Welcome to Discussion Sentai Loserger. I'm Loser Blue,
And I'm a loser yellow.
and this is a show where we talk about the newest episodes of Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. This week we'll be talking about Kamen Rider Zeztz, episode 15, and Gozyuger, episode 43. So we always start with Rider. So, Yellow, what'd you think about Zeztz 15?
Kamen Rider Zeztz, episode 15, was pretty good. It's answered a few questions I've had, but now is giving me even more questions that I want answers to.
Yeah. Well, I think when you create a series that has a lot of like mysteries around it, like what's going on and why is anything happening, you have to answer them and then introduce more stuff, right? If you answered everything too early, it'd be boring. But you need to answer some stuff, right?
Now, just compound all the questions that we need answered, then just resolve it in one episode.
We're not talking about Ghost Juju yet. Stop that. Uh, this episode was good. Again, it's another really plot centric episode. This does not feel like a random Monster of the Week episode. Again, this series is going with a lot of like two parter kind of stuff, and this definitely feels like part two of last week's episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, it heavily deals with Nox and code and how Baku's gonna like move forward with everything, which is good.
And by the way it's sounding, it's definitely like codes an organization that believes that the ends justify the means.
Yeah, it's acting very pragmatically. It's going, yes, some of our agents will die and we will be cold and heartless about it, but it is for the greater good.
It's for world peace.
World peace, baby. We'll see exactly how that goes. Obviously, the villains, we're introduced to a new villain this episode, and she ends it by saying, like, a world with no code,
Yeah.
which, so obviously, code is not great.
I don't think this person is great either.
No, I don't think so either. I'm sure they'll be a villain.
Oh, 100%. I really like how they just named her the lady.
Yeah, I mean, it feels kind of stupid to us because we speak English, but it sounds kind of cool when you think about it as just like, it's a random foreign word.
Yeah.
I think I've heard lady used and, other Japanese. I'm sure like Japanese people know what that means to a point.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I've seen anime where a person's name is lady, but like this is a title for this character. The character's title is the lady.
Yeah, the fact
So,
that there's the in front of it can be a bit. She's like, because when he basically says like "hello, the lady," which feels weird.
yeah.
Anyway, that's end of episode stuff. We'll talk about that a bit later. How does this episode start? There's a lot. There's a lot in this episode. I'm forgetting exactly where it begins.
With everyone still trapped inside the nightmare. And
Right.
Baku just storming into Zero's office.
Oh yeah, that's where we got our main conversation where Zero explains what code is.
Yeah.
And Baku has like a sure, I'll follow my mission, and then he changes the mission effectively.
Yeah.
Like he word games the mission. He's like, I'll eliminate the enemy, but you're not my enemy. Okay, Baku, I'm pretty sure that's not what Zero meant.
No, Zero straight up last episode said, "Your enemy is Nox. Please kill him."
Death to Nox now. No, but I like Baku's thing. I do think it's a bit weird where he's like, I don't blame the dreamer, I blame the nightmare. But like Nox has been facilitating nightmares this whole time, right?
Yeah.
It's not like Nox is this innocent victim. He was definitely purposely doing stuff that was bad.
Nightmares don't kill people. I kill people. It's
Yeah. But I mean, I guess Baku stopped basically all of them. So it wasn't murder, it was just attempted murder, which, is
yeah.
barely a crime.
So we did have a brief Nox flashback where he's fighting a nightmare and his driver stops working.
Yeah, well, he's fighting a nightmare and it's in that location. It could be his own nightmare, potentially. Or just his nightmare is taking on the form of that location because that was such a traumatic experience for him. But yeah, he gets blown up pretty bad.
Calls for backup and Zero says no.
No, get
Get
die.
good, finish the mission.
But I guess that's how Nox gets trapped in a nightmare. It still hasn't been explained, where he got that ring that let him do stuff, right? Because he was playing with this weird ring, and I assume that ring was allowing him to do magical stuff in dreams.
That's what I would assume.
That's what it looked like. Cause he often would play with it and then like disappear and stuff like that. But that was definitely the instance where he got trapped in the dream. How he got extra powers, I don't know. It doesn't really. I'm sure it'll either be explained or it'll never be that important,
It's gonna be the latter. It's never gonna be important.
which will be slightly annoying.
But yo, Baku pulls several new capsules.
Not really. He pulls all his old capsules.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Yeah, because he was using like a bunch of stuff. He used impact. He used gravity.
And
He used
barrier.
barrier.
I'm like, how did this happen? I guess the gotcha machine just has doubles like in real life.
I mean, it's tied to his mind, so really him doing that was just him creating his capsums back, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think we have to think about it too hard. It's just it was a mental dreamscape. I willed it into being. But we do get a new capsum in Booster from Zero, who's like, I think you're finally ready for this, Baku. You can
Oh
have the
yeah.
Booster one, which I think he says it powers the bike, but it also lets him do other stuff, so that's cool.
So this is his first super form, right?
I mean, I would say that plasma is just in general a super form, and this is like a secondary thing of plasma, right?
Okay.
Like there's plasma and plasma boost, and they're both kind of the same form in a sense. Obviously, they're not actually exactly the same form, but they'd be tied together. So I'd say plasma was his first super form, and this is just an extension of plasma. And yeah, the fight this episode quite good. I quite enjoyed it. I liked his use of multiple powers, and Plasma Boost is a cool looking suit.
Yeah.
I like the finisher with Plasma Boost where it gets like glitchy, right? Where like it shows the monster, then it shows Baku, then it shows like just the 777, and then the attack goes through. Like it's really weird. And I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, so he kind of forgives Nox for all the bullshit and says that he blames the dream or blames the nightmare,
Come
beats
on.
it.
Like no one really got hurt apart from, those two chefs that got poisoned and that police station that blew up.
That's fine. Nobody likes the police anyway.
Yeah. Not even the show writers, because Fujimi and Nazca hardly show up.
Yeah, I mean, at least they get to do something a bit in this episode. After the fight, Baku basically goes like, "You were trying to warn me this whole time, Nox. You're actually a good guy. You're just like a real tsundere about it, and you couldn't honestly tell me. You had to give me like weird coded messages. You could have killed me any time, but you decided not to because you're actually a good person." That's what that conversation felt like. It was really kind of dumb, but
Yeah.
it was fine. I liked it. I like Nox, so I'm excited that he'll stick around. And it seems like next episode he's getting a new form. So
It looks like he's getting a new transformation device.
yeah, that too. I guess Nox Knight isn't like a rider form, and next episode he'll be like a true rider or something like that.
Kamen Rider Nox. It's not gonna be Kamen Rider Nox. That it's not gonna be that. It's just gonna be something different.
I would say Kamen Rider Knight, but that's actually already taken. So so they kind of come to like a we're even now, and they leave, and then Nox gets to wake up.
Yeah.
Finally, he drops that ring. He's like done with it. He's like, I'm done with nightmares, I guess. And he wakes up. Now we talk about the police officers.
Yeah. Doing investigations, talking to a child, not seeing Santa Claus.
Why did Nazca get so mad at him for mentioning Santa Claus? She just like beat the shit out of him as soon as he said, as soon as they were talking about Santa Claus.
It's like it's not even Christmas. It can't be Santa Claus.
Sounds like someone got coal in their stockings as a child.
Oh yeah. But yeah, they show up at like this mental health clinic in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, because they were following the lightning strikes. I mean, at least they're smart enough to follow that, right?
Yeah.
They were able to accomplish their goal of finding Nox. Obviously, they did it with accidental clues from Baku, but they find Nox, and Nox pulls an actual gun. I love when they use actual guns.
Yeah, he just threatens Fujimi and disappears behind the door.
Yeah, it's very funny. He closes the door and you hear erase, and I was like, what did he erase? He erased the doorknob. It took me
Wait,
half a
he
second to
did?
Yeah, that's what he did. He erased the doorknob. That's why Fujimi
Oh,
couldn't open the door.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it took me half a second to go, what did he erase? I thought he was like using the power and like disappearing or something, but no. The
That's what
doorknob
I
is
thought he did.
gone. Which is very funny. And like Fujimi's just angry about it because his worldview of Nox being a good person is crumbling.
Yeah.
Massive L for Fujimi this episode.
Gonna have to go apologize to Baku.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I hope I make up. I kind of like when the main character has a good supporting cast, especially like a good supporting cast of non-writers, right? I kind of like that. I like when
Yeah.
there's civilian friends. I guess the police aren't really civilians, but you know, whatever.
Just non-writer friends.
Yeah, that's always nice. Then we get Baku waking up, and he basically just has a little moment with his sister where she's basically like, "Yeah, you can keep doing this, but you know, please be safe." You know,
Yeah.
that's it. It's a nice moment. I like it. Obviously, he now knows that she knows, which means the police officers, when they become friends again, no longer have to go through the window. They can just come in through the front door.
Yeah, but then they'd have to design a set for that part of the house, so they're still gonna come in through the window.
Or they'll just never show them coming through that part. They'll just come in through the door of his room. Unless Fujimi just really likes climbing. That'd be funny.
Well, he's done it a lot, so.
I mean, yeah. Then we get at the end of the episode where Nox goes to a weird location and talks to the lady. And it looks like she is going to be our main villain for like the next arc, I guess. Like this has been the Nox arc and it's over. And
Yeah.
she's going to be the main villain of the next arc. And she says a bunch of, I don't know, dream stuff, right? None of what everything she said was like really cryptic and weird. Is she dreaming of being a butterfly, or is it a butterfly dreaming of being a woman? And then she kills the butterfly, and it's like, what did that even mean? What are you getting at, woman?
No, it's lady. What are you getting at, the lady?
Imagine if someone's title is just the woman. That'd be so demeaning.
I know, right?
Well, to be fair, the lady is almost the same. It just sounds nicer because lady is like like a symbol of nobility. But whatever.
So, you've seen the poster for the next section of Kamen Rider Zeztz, where it has like 3 more like Nox Knight-esque Evo Rider figures on it, right?
Yeah, and there's like circles next to each of them with a number on it, so they're all probably either code agents or ex-code agents.
And then there's one circle that doesn't have a number in it, and it's next to the moon. Now, the moon was screaming in this episode during Nox's flashback. The ongoing theory is Codename 1 or Codename 2 is trapped in the moon. Or is the moon.
He's the moon.
And that would be hilarious. We've had meteors be nightmares. So, why couldn't the moon be a rider?
Yeah, I mean, the moon could be important because obviously it's a really unique feature in the nightmares, this weird concave moon. So it having some relevance could be interesting. I don't know if I want it to be a person. That feels a bit odd. But yeah, I was kind of enjoying this show being kind of a one-rider show. I know obviously Nox showed up and that already basically makes it a two-rider show, but I know we can't get away with that anymore because rider toys just sell better than monster toys. So you need more rider-esque figures to sell to children, and that's fair enough. And it's not like it means it's bad. I just kind of liked that there was only one guy.
It was pretty cool that there was only one guy.
Oh well. Yeah, so the lady and those other 2 code agents, I assume she is one of those 3 that's in the poster.
Yeah.
And there'll be 2 others, and them and Nox will hang out in that weird park, that weird dream park. And they'll be our villains. They'll want to take down Code. The way she's talking, it makes it sound like she wants to destroy the barrier between reality and dreams. Like that's a very I feel like she said something like that. That's a pretty standard thing for a villain to want to do in something that relates to the like subconscious.
Right.
You know, to destroy the barriers between reality and between like physical reality and the realm of the mind. And why they would actually want that, I don't know. They haven't explained it, so we'll see. But I'm guessing that's the goal. And part of that involves destroying code. Maybe code enforces this barrier, like maintains it. That's part of the reason why they have people stop nightmares, because when nightmares do their thing, because the things that happen in the dreams happen in reality. So that's kind of a blending of the two worlds.
Yeah.
So if you let nightmares run rampant, it would potentially cause that to become permanent. And maybe code enforces the barrier. I don't know. That would be my speculation. Either way, I like this episode. I'm looking forward to what comes next.
Yeah.
Okay. Gozyuger. And its continuing trend of rushing storylines really damn fast.
Yeah. Episode 43 of Number One Sentai Gozyuger made me angry. Well, I guess angry isn't the right word. It's
I'm not angry, I'm
disappointed.
disappointed.
There you go.
Classic. Yeah, I I mean, I did enjoy the episode. I don't necessarily mind the conclusions that it came to. It just felt really fast.
Yeah, it felt like this should have taken like 5 episodes or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, a big
Like
thing,
kind of happened
obviously.
in the middle of the series. At least some of it, right?
Yeah, because the big thing in this is basically kind of a reconciliation between Haru and Kuon, and like Kuon just doesn't show up that much.
No, he doesn't. Like I think he
Like
has 10 episodes to his name.
something like that. He does not show up a lot. So it never felt like a big impact, and I never really felt like I saw too much of, something under the skin to see that he actually really does care about his brother, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It didn't come through well enough because he just doesn't get enough screen time, which is annoying. And like it just concludes really fast. And again, last episode, he makes a big play. Kuon makes big play. He becomes Tega June, which, good for him. Big threatening bad guy. And then this episode, it's over. It's finished immediately.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything as Tega June outside of say, hey, I want to beat you up. Let's fight. They fight. He loses. It's over.
Like I thought he was gonna start making big plays when he absorbed the landlady and
Yeah, I do like incorporating the landlady. And
dude, I thought that was a different child. I'm like, who is this kid?
It's very funny. Yeah, they also don't show up a lot.
I'm like, is this a different kid?
Yeah, they don't show up a lot, but I do like they incorporated the landlady. Just like in Rider, I kind of like when there's a bit of a supporting cast.
Yeah.
There really isn't in this. It's just the landlady and her child, and they don't show up a lot. But like other Sentai series do have supporting casts. A lot of the time, where they're more like a organization, they'll have a supporting cast.
Yeah.
I don't know. You watched Blue Pat, right?
No.
Or you followed? Oh yeah. You haven't watched like anything.
No, I
Whatever.
haven't watched. Hey, I watched like one Power Rangers as a kid.
I forgot that you really haven't watched any Sentai. I thought you were watching. I guess I just talked to you about it a lot.
Yeah,
But
you
like,
you talked to me about every Sentai that was coming out since the one with Lucky because you hated that guy.
he's a little annoying. I need to go back and actually watch that series. But yeah, okay. The Power Rangers have like a police chief, and he's
Yeah.
like a supporting cast that's there for the whole series, and he shows up a decent amount, and I like him. I wish the landlady was a little more like that. Not obviously directly in charge, but more of an ever presence. But unfortunate. But I like that she was used this time. I actually kind of forgot that she got kidnapped at the end and was really confused when he used Finish Finger. I was just like, what is he doing? Oh shoot! The landlady's inside. I forgot about her. Oops.
There was just so much about this episode to be upset about. You forgot that he kidnapped the landlady.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't say I'm upset. It's just everything was so fast. So yeah, let's talk about Horu and Kuon to start because it's like
Yeah,
the core of it.
Christmas.
Christmas.
So we get a flashback to Hoeru and Kuon's childhood, where they have like these little Christmas cards with like wishes on them.
Yeah.
And that's our kind of mystery for the whole episode is what is Hoeru's Kokoro wish?
Yeah. And I mean, I kind of like it in like Kuon is this guy that he has ambitions and he's really good at everything, but he's kind of jealous of his brother's just basically he's jealous that his brother is just happy.
Yeah.
Right? Like Haru is just happy with what he has and is just a pleasant kid that wants to hang out with his big brother. And his big brother is like this ball of stress that absolutely needs to be the best at everything or something like that. So they're like mutually jealous of each other. I don't mind the story. It's just a bit fast. Their fight is good. Like I like the fight.
Dude, Garyudo's new form was sick. He got a cape.
Yeah, we need more capes, really. Capes are cool.
Yeah.
I like his suit form way better than his like weird Tegajun hair extensions.
Yeah.
Those look bad.
But yo, good burn. Saved Tekajun with the power of Christmas.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, yo, what is this like whip attack he's doing?
If you have an abusive, neglectful mom, just give her a Christmas present. Everything will be fine.
There you go. Perfect.
I'm glad I've learned this. No, I mean I'm fine. Again, it's the same thing. I kind of like that because obviously Tegajun was created by a woman who lost her child. That is like the text. That's what we learn. So her getting redeemed through the love of her child makes a lot of sense. I like that. Again, it's so fast though. I think Tegajun basically only interacted with Good Burn like basically for the first time last episode. And in this episode, Good Burn's like, "Mommy, here's a scarf," and then she's like, "I don't want to destroy the world anymore." It's really good.
I just want to love.
I just want to be a happy family with the son I neglected and my victim. Let's just gloss over that because
Yeah.
they're a happy family now and it's all great.
So then everyone fights. There's a lot of big fights going on between the Bridan and the Gozyugers.
There's some that don't really like. I don't really. Okay, I understand why Fire Candle and Shining Knife Sweet Cake are fighting because they literally have no choice.
Yeah.
But some of the dialogue feels weird. Like, I really want to be friends with you, so I have to defeat you right here now. Why? You can just stall them until someone else wins the actual important fights. After Tegajun is kind of redeemed, Shining Knife and Sweet Cake are distracted by this, and then Eagle and Unicorn just decide to sneak attack them right then and there, and that's how they win. It's like, why'd you need to do that? Everything was basically over. I mean, I guess they didn't know the status of Haru's fight, but whatever. Tegajun is good. Shining Knife, Sweet Cake are now good. Bouquet is good, but Fire Candle, he's not ready to give up. We've sacrificed too much for this. We need to continue the fight. It has a crash out and kills Kuon.
Yeah.
When Kuon actually died from it, I know the end of the episode he doesn't really die, but when he died from it, I was like, what the heck? That's what finishes it? A random stray fireball from Fire Candle having a tantrum?
Yup, that he's done. That's it.
Oh, that's so stupid. And here's the thing. Fire Candle getting mad at this, because Fire Candle, in general, was the most invested in the fight, I think, out of all the Bridan. So him getting kind of mad and going, no, we've done too much. We've come so far, but in the end, it didn't really matter. What the heck? And getting mad about it makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately, I know he's going to be redeemed next episode because that's what this show does. It runs through character arcs immediately as soon as they become even mildly interesting.
Now, we knew Fire Candle wouldn't be the final villain, though.
I mean, I know, but I still don't want him to get over it like immediately, right? I'm sure next episode he's gonna try to just defeat the Gozyugers, and then I don't know, Bouquet, Sweet Cake, and Shining Knife are gonna say, "No, don't, please," and then he'll be like, "Okay, fine." Unless he gets killed by a Calamity guy, who will be the actual final villain.
Yeah. Who is
Although
probably showing up next episode. We did see in the next episode preview that there is one Calamity dude sitting there in the shadows.
I just don't see that going anywhere unless Fire Candle gets so mad he gets possessed by the Calamity or something like that. The actual end of the episode where we see weird sword Kuon.
Yeah, Sword just grants half a wish and turns Kuon into a sword.
Yeah, I mean
However
that
that
scene.
works.
That whatever. He's a god. He can do what he wants. And Kuon gets weird and creepy, and so every runs away. It's a funny scene. I do like it.
What are you doing, little bro? Get back here.
I'm your present for Christmas. Plays the Folgers Cup commercial.
But next episode, we are getting Kaku Ranger showing up finally. And a brand new red based off origami. It was some sort of Toei contest.
Yeah, some like child drawing that won the contest. So that's cool. I like that. My guess is if Sentai wasn't going to be canceled, they probably would have had a cameo for the new red right here.
Yeah.
That's what I feel would have shown up there. Which would have been cool. So we'll get Kaku Ranger, we'll get that, and I'm still, where's King Osier Man, whose name I forgot.
Yeah, not Boom Boom Red. That guy.
Yeah. That's the thing, he talks about how he's gonna win, and then he disappears the whole time. He has never shown up to collect a single ring. He has done nothing. He's just gonna show up at the end and lose.
Yeah, what if he shows up and he's been Calamity pilled and he's actually the Calamity guy at the end of the preview?
That would be pretty funny. That would be better than, I don't know, some things they could do. It is weird they set that up so early and they've never done anything with it. Obviously, it's an actor that was on the previous show that can't always come back. He's probably working on a new project. But then don't set it up at the first episode. Make him lose.
No, we had to introduce the Prime Minister right away.
Yeah, more important for sure. Whatever, it's fine. We'll see how it goes. I think I like the conclusions to these storylines.
Yeah.
That's I like the conclusions. I don't like how fast it was. That's the big issue. And a lot of this should have been done throughout the series. We should have had less, number one battles against no ones, and dealt more with interpersonal drama between the Bridan and the Gozyugers and stuff like that. But now we're near the end and we need to rush through it like really fast because we got like 6 episodes left. Oh, Green was there.
Yeah, he said at least one line.
He was in this episode. I think he may have had more lines than Unicorn. I mean, obviously the Unicorn thing is probably because of the actress problems. But they're just so ignored. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Now we're done with that. That has been this week's episode of Discussion Sentai Loserger. If you liked the episode, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. See ya next episode.